So as this knockout force makes his way to the octagon, Joe, this is not a guy you want to stand on a napkin in the center of the octagon and trade punches with. You get in a slugfest with this guy, more often than not, you're concussed, twitching on the canvas. You can be sure he'll be looking to make contact and find a home for those heavy hands early and often. Power for days, power in all of his strikes. Scary, scary addition to this division, and a guy who a lot of people believe will be an immediate contender.
This guy has some of the best takedown defense we've ever seen inside the octagon. His timing and his utilization of underhooks and sprawl are world class.
All right, so here he is, the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Sugar Rashad Evans. Won that aforementioned title by knocking out Forrest Griffin at UFC 92, and that was set up by a devastating knockout of Chuck Liddell at UFC 88 in Atlanta. Rashad Evans, one of a handful of Ultimate Fighter winners to go on to become a UFC champion. And Evans won tough at heavyweight. Pretty heady stuff from Rashad Evans, now plying his trade as a middleweight. We'll see what Rashad Evans can get done here tonight.
Rashad Evans is an explosive athlete, and he has built his MMA skills around a solid wrestling base and knockout power. He's got a ton of experience against top-flight competition and always brings an intelligent, disciplined game plan into the cage.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 11 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Paulo the Eraser. And now, here's his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Sugar Rashad Evans! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
So Mario Yamasaki, your third man in the octagon here tonight. All right, so this UFC Grand Prix tournament is coming up next. This format has been all the rage with a lot of the hardcore mixed martial arts fans out there. Sort of an homage to the history of UFC and Pride with a single night tournament game event here. And let's see who can be the last man standing here tonight. Inside leg kick lands and immediately a mark on his opponent. In on a double leg takedown here is weird power.
And this is a bit of a chess battle here.
Knee to the body now, Joe. And they're exchanging leather early.
Nice, very nicely done.
Well, he got cracked to the head there, Joe. He's going to have to change things up here with his footwork, with his tempo. He continues to be vulnerable to that strike coming back. Got to get his head off the center line.
Showing some good defense here, trapping that arm.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
He's got the arm trapped of his opponent, good defense.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Full guard now. He's moved into half guard again. Looking for the choke, looking for the choke. That choke looks locked up tight.
2 minutes to go here.
He's free. That guillotine was close. He's in half guard. Hip escape. Gets out of the full mount. Hammer fist gets through. Oh, he got reversed. Side control. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground, staying busy. It looks to me like he's trying to turn towards either side. Reversal right into side control. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. It's in. He's deep. He's going to clasp the hands together. That one hurt. Oh, he landed an uppercut. Big straight punch.
The horn sounds for the end of round one.
Here's a big leg kick. Here's a nasty head kick that lands. And here's excellent timing with this sprawl to defend the takedown. Big round.
Listen. You got to start landing some punches. And the only way you're going to do that is you start moving and start getting better angles. All right?
Thank you very much, Carly Baker.
Here we go, second round. You ready? You ready?
All right, let's get to round two. Nice lead hook by Evans. Finds his range with the jab. Very nice leg kick there by Evans. Well, he's landed some excellent shots in this fight tonight, but more often than not, it has been one and done. So the emphasis now moving forward, combinations. Throw your punches in bunches and really try to force the issue and get your opponent out of it.
He's now working from side control again. Excellent movement on the ground here, constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
He pummels, now he's got double underhooks in the clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Lands the right hand.
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch.
He lands a big shot from the bottom. He's putting his hands down on the thighs. He's looking to pass.
Joe doing a nice job here, staying busy from the bottom. Oh, he connects there.
He's posturing up here. Big punch from the bottom. And got full mount.
Effective strike there by Evans.
Excellent movement here on the ground.
Well, just because you're on your back doesn't mean you can't throw offense. Staying busy here, you like to see that, Joe.
He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground.
Oh, back up again. You can't hold a good man down.
Tying him up here in the clinch. And again, Rashad Evans with a very nice takedown.
Oh, absolutely, Joe. The takedowns have been on point.
Big shot from the bottom. He moves into half guard.
Now the hammer fist here by Evans.
Postures up here. Showing some good defense here on the ground by controlling that arm. Oh, he gets reversed. Now he's in guard. He's going to try to take the back. And back to full guard. Lands a good shot from the bottom. He postures into place.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Trying to mount. He's got it. Full mounts.
And that's the end of round number two.
Let's see some of the action here. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike.
Big takedown. Listen, this last round, continue doing the same thing. He's not able to stop your takedowns. Keep doing it. Get him to the ground.
Brittany Palmer doing fine work as usual.
Here we go, let's go. You ready? Are you ready?
Here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight.
Nice punch.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body. They're really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight.
This could be it right here. Oh! What a leg kick!
Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand. Total strikes. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Tries for a low single.
Looking to land the right just out of range.
That one hurt.
Slips to avoid that left. Went for the inside leg kick. Well, his opponent's got the read now, Joe, as he lands the punch to the head. He's got to change up his striking pattern. Oh, big left hook there. Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Those punches are very hard.
Oh! Back to the jab now, no good. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
Excellent posture. Big punch from the bottom.
Less than 2 minutes to go in round 3.
He moves in a full mount.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom.
Excellent posture here. Good defense here on the ground. He's got that one arm trapped. He's back to full mount again.
Oh, Joe, that cut is getting worse. Rated R, looking nasty now. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Oh, he got tagged with the right hand there.
30 seconds now to go in the fight.
Big body punch. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy. Look at that, he's got it locked up.
All right, so this one goes the distance, Joe. Both fighters had their moments. Certainly a close fight on paper, and that is exactly the way it played out inside the octagon. This is a decision that truly could go either way. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Sugar Rashad Evans.
All right, so there he is, all smiles after this one as he gets his hand raised by way of decision. Nice embrace there with his coaches and his teammates. He wanted this one in the worst way. Didn't even care that he didn't get the finish here tonight. He prioritized getting his hand raised by any means necessary. Certainly mission accomplished on that front. Doubles his money along the way and certainly has set himself up now for a big fight moving forward. All right, coming up next, a light heavyweight matchup between Nick Diaz and Shaka de Souza. So here's the former Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, Ronaldo Jacare Souza. You know, we trot out the term world class when it comes to Jiu-Jitsu a lot in MMA, and maybe more than we should. Jacare Souza is world class personified. Still chasing down that UFC middleweight title. Perhaps tonight will be his night.
This guy has devastating takedowns. The ability to get his opponent to the mat time and time again has proven to be one of the most effective tools in his arsenal.
A black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under the legend Cesar Gracie, the 209 rep out of Stockton, California. Here is Nick Diaz, one of the biggest fan bases in the sport. He has challenged for UFC titles. He was in the UFC in 2003, eventually returned after a 5-year absence in 2011. Nick Diaz, polarizing to some, making the walk yet again tonight.
Nick Diaz has some of the best cardio and the best chin the world of mixed martial arts has ever seen. The former Strikeforce champion is still amongst the elite of the elite at 170 pounds.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. The American is 34. The Brazilian is 38. Diaz will have a 4-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 25 wins, 6 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Ronaldo Jacare Souza. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 10 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, USA, Nick Diaz! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready to fight? Ready.
So much MMA history has been made inside this venue, from Pride to the UFC, and we are underway from the world-famous Saitama Super Arena in Saitama, Japan.
Nick Diaz is one of the best in the sport at taking opponents out of their game. He's always right in your face, throwing punches and taunting you until you're fighting his fight. However, you have to remember, this man is an elite-level grappler with 6 submission skills. Side control. He's trying to go after an arm here. It looks like the Kimura is locked in and tight for him. This could be it right here. Stunning.
And there it is.
Stunning, and he really made it look easy. Great job in establishing that submission.
Yeah, Joe, we could barely get the Fight Clock sponsor out, and the submission comes here in round 1. He said he didn't want to waste a lot of time. He knew his opponent would know what was coming. It was going to be takedown attempts in bunches, but he couldn't stop the early shot, and he certainly couldn't stop the submission. So great effort and even better technique here tonight.
And here we can see it again. Beautiful technique here on this Kimura. Perfectly applied for the tap. And one more time. Nice technique here on this submission.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 1 minute, 14 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Jacare Souza.
Well, the alligators are chomping throughout this arena here tonight after Jacare Souza lights up the masses here yet again. And he's a guy who, to this point, hasn't been belted with that middleweight gold, but still here as he gets close to 40 years old. Jacare Souza proven to be one of the best 185ers in the world, and if he does get that title shot, we would not be surprised to see Jacare Souza capitalize.
Yeah, at 18, HOP, bet on me. When I hit the track, bitch, I'm gone.
Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision. All right, so an interesting stylistic clash in front of this young fighter here tonight. You got to think he's trying to figure out how best to get this fight to the ground and use his ability to pass. This guy cuts the guard with the best of them. Great technique, but also a plus athlete. And he's not afraid to lean on that athleticism and do some unorthodox things to better position himself on the ground.
This guy has incredible takedown defense. Out of all the fighters in the UFC, he's amongst the most difficult to get to the mat.
So here's the one-time middleweight title challenger and Olympic silver medalist, Yoel Soldier of God Romero. No denying the wrestling credentials, but obviously a guy who has gotten a lot accomplished with his striking and mixed martial arts. 10 career wins by knockout for Yoel Soldier of God Romero, who will be looking for an 11th victim here tonight.
This guy has thunderous kicking power, amongst the scariest kickers in the world of mixed martial arts, and his opponent has to be keenly aware of that danger.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. 4 years the difference in age between these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. And once again, here is the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 21 wins, 10 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Irvine, California, Quinton Rampage Jackson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 13 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Yoel Soldier of God Romero. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 1.
Rampage Jackson is known for his huge slams. He's a solid wrestler, a powerful striker, and he doesn't get a lot of credit for how intelligent a fighter he is. He always comes in with an effective game plan and adapts well to every opponent.
Oh, that was a big left hand he connected with.
This is crazy! Oh my goodness! Hard straight punch.
Romero's moving to his left here, Joe, trying to avoid, of course, that power shot and all the pop in that opponent's left hand. There's the kick. That one appeared to stun.
He is stumbling. Whoa!
going.
Beautiful body shot
there, too.
Man, that cut is only getting worse. Canvas cleanup guy's gonna be busy. Well, some have gotten through, Joe. This shot is blocked.
Oh! He's out cold. Huge hook that got him the victory.
Yeah, Joe, beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight.
And here's the end of the fight. Let's take a look at that from a different camera. Great angle here. And he's out.
Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called us on to this contest at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Quinton Rampage Jackson!
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight. Coming up next, it's a light heavyweight matchup between the Huntington Beach bad boy, Tito Ortiz, and Luke Rockhold.
Sway wallabies, I follow policies. Always give a game every time she me. Shoot blanks, but you got it.
So here's a guy who has essentially beat every top middleweight of his era. The former UFC and Strikeforce middleweight champion Luke Rockhold. Talented southpaw training out of the American Kickboxing Academy. A guy who beat Chris Weidman at one point to realize the UFC middleweight title. And a guy who many believe will be belted once again before his career is said and done.
This guy has one-punch knockout power. And when a fighter has that kind of ability, it's always a big advantage.
Till they gun me down. Little kids in the streets gotta come in the house. When the shots ring, even cops pause.
So here he is, ladies and gentlemen, with much fanfare, the former UFC light heavyweight champion Tito Ortiz. At one point, he successfully defended this belt 5 times. Tonight, he tries to begin another run back to contention. You know the book on Tito at this point in time. Devastating ground and pound striker, physical gifts, and a mental toughness that few guys are going to be able to match on fight night. Tito Ortiz, back for more inside the octagon tonight.
Tito Ortiz, of course, had a long run as the light heavyweight champion, and he's known for his great wrestling, conditioning, and ground and pound. He's also got a decent jab and is remarkably durable.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Rockhold is 2 years the elder. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, Luke Rockhold. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, USA, Tito! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
The referee for this one is Mario Yamasaki. Round one. So the former UFC middleweight champion Luke Rockhold, still a guy considered by many to be the most well-rounded 185-pounder on the roster. Figures to go to the kickboxing here tonight. We'll see how he approaches the early portions of this. Oh, nice strike landed there by Rockhold. All right, so round one is underway. Look for him to try to set up a takedown here, Joe. You know that's his bread and butter. He is a wrestler. He's going to want to get this fight to the canvas quickly, set up the ground game, get the ground and pound going, and take this fight where he's most comfortable.
Jump down for double. This is a bit of a chest battle here. That one hurt.
These guys throwing early. And he connects with the punch there. Nice punch by Ortiz. Takedown defense has held up thus far.
Absolutely.
Oh!
He is hurt.
Oh, he might be out. Oh! Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here.
Trying to take the back here. Now he's in full guard.
Well, he left his body wide open there for that hook shot, Joe, and he paid for it. He is leaning in. I know he's got the guard high, but that means the body is exposed, and the opposition took full advantage there. Oh, he found the target there. That'll work.
Oh!
2 minutes to go in round one. Switching stances here. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
They clinch up.
Hook to the head lands flush there by Ortiz.
He's got double underhooks here.
First takedown attempt is there. Oh, strong punch there by Tito. 60 seconds now to go in the fight.
Good shot to the body.
Goes upstairs for an elbow.
Nice shot to the head.
30 seconds now to go in the round.
Right into the mount.
Final seconds of round one.
That was a nice clean right hand.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong work from the top here by Rockhold.
Stop!
Here's a vicious kick that results in a knockdown. Let's take a look at that again. Let's see it one more time.
All right, hey, come on in. Great finish to that round. Give him some water, Listen, that was a great finish to that round. Now, let's start off quick.
Ariane Celeste in the building. Round two underway.
He's definitely going to want to start this round off fast to try to pick up where he left off. His opponent was in big trouble at the end of that round. Luke Rockhold is an incredibly well-rounded fighter. He is long and tall without...
Wow!
He's stumbling!
Oh, wow! Really good body kick.
This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. Body kick, look at that. Going for the takedown here. Look at this, takedown!
Colt's lower jaw now, Joe, started to show some signs of swelling. Postures up here and now going to the body with that big strike. Nicely done by Tito.
Moves to half guard. Oh, there's a good shot from the bottom. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. He gets the full mount. Hip escape, nice hip escape. Postures up. He lands a hammer fist.
So we have passed the midway point in the fight. Oh, you don't want to be anywhere near his guillotine. This could be trouble.
Looks like a tight guillotine here. It looks fairly close. I believe he's in all kinds of trouble now. This choke is getting... Oh, my God!
Will do it!
Set it up, close it off, got the choke for the tap.
Well, yeah, Joe, you could tell he's been working on his submission game. That was really a choke that was set up perfectly. He got it sunk in deep, and his opponent was going to go to sleep if he didn't tap out, so he took the lesser of two evils, and he's forced to tap.
Let's see it again here. Deep guillotine choke, full guard for the tap. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward. And here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, the Huntington Beach Bad Boy, Tito.
So a familiar visual for mixed martial arts fans as Tito Ortiz gets his hand raised in the octagon yet again. I thought he put it all together here tonight. And in a career that has been full of one big fight after the next, Tito Ortiz comes up large yet again tonight.
I can feel the blood rushing to my eyes. Waking up in mud, you left me to die.
All right, coming up next, it's a light heavyweight tilt between Robert Whitaker and Wanderlei Silva. Well, you cannot properly tell the history of mixed martial arts without mentioning this man, the axe murderer, the Brazilian brawler, Wanderlei Silva, as crowd-pleasing a style as this sport has ever seen, and he's got the resume to back it up as well. Longest winning streak in Pride history, former Pride middleweight champion, Wanderlei Silva, back for more with all eyes on him here tonight.
Wanderlei Silva will go down in history as one of the most aggressive fighters the world has ever seen. He is the quintessential berserker Muay Thai striker out of the Chuta Box camp of Brazil.
As I walk through the valley with my land flex, on the really sweet saying that I just happen to wreck.
So here he is, Robert Whitaker. You can make the argument this man is Australia's best hope for UFC glory. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt, but he is known as a striker, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up on 10 knockouts for his career. And a scary thing for the rest of this division, this man is just getting started. Despite almost 20 professional wins, he's still on the right side of 30. Robert Whitaker finds himself in yet another big UFC spot tonight.
Apparently he worked tremendously hard on cardio for this camp.
Shot at me and I got that thought I was normal. They ain't know I was different. I like love be my witness, cause we're
take for this light heavyweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, and they both possess a similar height and reach. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 33 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, the ex-murderer, Wanderlei Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Sydney, Australia, Robert Whittaker! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki draws the assignment here.
Let's go, first round, you ready? You ready?
Well, how good is this? Reminds me of the good old days of Pride, the UFC Grand Prix single night tournament. This has been highly anticipated by fight fans around the world. And remember, if you sustain damage, that could affect you later on.
He's in big, big, big trouble.
Oh, huge right hand! The left hook hits home.
Big shots. Oh, that one hurt him. Big right hand. Oh, very nice.
Working on a single leg here.
Nice takedown. Big left hand.
Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
He's got his back.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Splits the guard, connects with the punch there, Joe.
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position.
Joey missed with that straight right attempt.
Oh, both men exchange. Hit him hard with that hook.
Hook there, Joe.
He hurt him with that hook.
Oh, straight right. He blocks the punch. While the body was wide open, his opponent took advantage. Kick to the body, lands flush. He's going to have to make some adjustments here moving forward.
Oh, big shot.
How about that chin?
Really threw a lot of power into that uppercut, but missed. Nice right hands. And he's checking every single one of those. Oh, man.
He's got hurt here.
This fight is dangerously close to being stopped.
Under a minute to go in what has been a wild round one.
Beautiful hook.
Nice inside leg kick there.
Well played there to avoid the...
Oh, he got caught. He's trying to hang on.
So under 30 seconds to go. And
oh, vicious knee to the body. 10 seconds to go here. Let's see what happens.
What an end to round one. Oh, saved by the bell, and he got buckled by a massive shot to the body. You got to think if the fighter was allowed to follow up with 10 or 15 more seconds, that would have been the end of the night. But the horn sounded. Back to the stools they go. We'll see if he can recover.
Here's a big punch that results in a knockdown. And here's a liver shot that does some real damage. Let's take a look at it from a different angle.
Brittany Palmer with us tonight. Second round here.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they continue like that in this round, someone's getting knocked out.
Oh, nice job by him there to slip that offer.
Good right hook.
Silva's lower jaw looking extremely swollen now. Oh, nice punch there. Oh!
He's got to be careful here. Whoa! He's hurt. He's down. Big straight punch. And there he swung with a haymaker.
And we got a fight on our hands. Oh, big left.
Excellent head movement.
Whitaker gets caught with that.
Oh! Big shot to the head. He's stunned. Can he hang on? Oh, beautiful hook.
Oh, he might be out. And now starting to snap off that jab. Whoa!
Left hand.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. And he connects with the punch. Oh, he tagged him!
Oh, he hurt him. Bad. Bad. Hard straight punch.
That strike.
Oh, another one! Big shot!
Whoa! Straight right. Oh, big left hook there. Oh!
That one hurt him badly. Oh! He tagged him.
Oh! He's out!
Nasty elbow stops his opponent for the KO.
Yeah, no doubt an absolutely brutal elbow to stop his opponent here tonight. And this has clearly been a weapon that has been a part of his arsenal in his UFC career. But it takes a lot of repetitions in the gym and a lot of confidence to willingly throw elbows the way he did there. So a lot of force in a short distance. And when you execute it like that, it is absolutely devastating.
And here it is again. Smack. Look at that elbow.
Well, what a moment for him here tonight. A huge knockout on one of the sport's biggest stages. That is one they'll be talking about for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 36 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, the ex-murderer of Silva.
So the axe-murderer, Wanderlei Silva, in prime form here tonight, and as a result, he gets his hand raised yet again inside the octagon. The celebration is on for one of the true legends of this sport, the axe-murderer, Wanderlei Silva, getting it done yet again. It's a light heavyweight matchup between Damian Maia and Forrest Griffin. So here's the colorful UFC Hall of Famer, former UFC light heavyweight champion Forrest Griffin. He is an outstanding grappler, certainly has some pop in the hands as well, but known primarily for his heart and his toughness. This is a guy who realized the UFC light heavyweight title back in 2008 by defeating Quentin Rampage Jackson, but known primarily as the winner of Season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter. His fight with Stephan Bonnar, also entrenched in the UFC Hall of Fame, to never be forgotten. Forrest Griffin back for more here tonight.
Forrest is a very complete fighter. He has great grappling skills, but he likes to use them to keep the fight on the feet and trade with guys. He's got a ton of heart and an intense training routine. This is not the guy you can hope to outpace.
Well, back in 2010, he challenged Anderson Silva for the UFC middleweight championship, but since moving down to 170 pounds, Demian Maia has realized his greatest success. Arguably the greatest jiu-jitsu practitioner in UFC history, Demian Maia remains a welterweight contender on the cusp of a title shot. Perhaps this will be the year for the submission magician.
Demian Maia may very well be the very best Brazilian jiu-jitsu artist in mixed martial arts, and he has proven that time and time again by submitting some of the elite fighters in the world, both at 185 and at 170.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame and the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Forrest Griffin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Demian Maia. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Fight? Ready.
And we are underway. All right, the MMA legend, the UFC Hall of Famer, Forrest Griffin, ready to go here for round 1. The question beckons, house. Oh! Big body shot!
Bodies.
All right, here we go. First round is underway. Look for him to try to set up the early takedown attempt. That would be a path to trying to set up one of his vaunted submissions, and might look to work the ground game here pretty early, Joe. So we'll see how early he shoots and tries to get this fight where he's most comfortable. Remaining active here in his pursuit of the submission. Another attempt here.
He's got that armbar locked in.
Nicely done.
They're canceling each other out. Excellent movement here on the ground.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Maia.
Perfectly timed sweep. Mounts again.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom.
Look at this. That arm looks locked to me.
He might get a finish here.
This armbar is very deep. He might be forced to tap here any second now. He got it, he got it. Nicely done. An excellent job in setting up the armbar and getting the tap.
Well, yeah, you can't argue with that result here tonight. He was committed to that armbar, Joe. You saw him attempt it at varying points of the fight, but he really worked hard in the transition there and was able to lock down the body and force the tap shortly thereafter.
And one more time from this angle, we can see that armbar locked in tight for the tap. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 54 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Damian Maia!
All right, so another big win for the Brazilian submission machine, Damian Maia, tonight. You know, fighting that guy must make for an absolutely suffocating night at the office, whether he's grappling on the canvas or backpacking you the way he did Jorge Masvidal. Maia, a very difficult matchup for nearly everybody in this 170-pound division.
Feels like I'm coming up and spit it like I'm underground. Wonder how I come into your city like I run a town. Let it sound, started on the stage, now we in the crowd. Yeah, we split the hype though. Told me that your record was a...
All right, coming up next, it's a light heavyweight matchup between the Iceman, Chuck Liddell, and Kelvin Gastelum. Well, Kelvin Gastelum has been a dominant force nearly every step of the way thus far in the UFC. All the skills you would like to see in a future UFC champion: striking, takedowns, takedown defense, 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, very opportunistic with his submission game. And of course, he's got the ticker to boot, Joe. This is a tough force to be reckoned with at 185 or 170 pounds.
Kelvin Gastelum shocked the world when he was the underdog, but yet defeated the dangerous Uriah Hall to win the Ultimate Fighter in a weight class one step above his natural weight of 170 pounds.
All right, so here he is, a very accomplished striker, finally making the walk to the octagon tonight. Gotta think he'll be interested, of course, in keeping this fight standing in his wheelhouse. And he's got the takedown defense to keep this fight where he wants it. No doubt he'll be looking to put on a striking clinic here tonight.
Chuck Liddell is one of the most devastating knockout artists the UFC's light heavyweight division has ever known. He is also one of the very first fighters to use his wrestling to keep fights standing, to deliver devastating knockout blows.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age. Some differences in height and reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 16 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Yuma, Arizona, USA, Kelvin Gastelum. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional 11 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Luis Obispo, California, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame and the former UFC light heavyweight champion, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. The punch is blocked. Connects there with the punch. Just misses with the jab.
He got tagged there.
Landing a good series of strikes here.
Nice. Nice shot.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Big punch with the right. Body kick, look at that.
Left hand lands flush over the top. Well, his opponent found an opening there to the body. Nice hook shot there, but as he leans forward in trying to get into his own striking range, he's going to pay the price there to the body. Got to be careful. You don't want to eat too many of those power hooks downstairs.
He rocked him.
And now Gastelum's in trouble. Oh! Huge right hand! Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Good control, postures up.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Chuck Liddell.
He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
These guys are swinging. He's doing a great job blocking these shots.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range. Gastelum's kick to the body is blocked.
Beautiful.
Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
Fight is dangerously close to being...
The left hook hits home. Whoa!
Oh, you heard him. Inside control here. Tries to pass, but doesn't make it. Again, he clinches here. Pummels in and double underhooks.
Pace changes levels. The takedown is there once again. Stop!
Let's look at that from another angle. And here's a different angle on it.
Talking about. And go out there and knock him down again, okay?
The original Ariane Celeste. Good to have her in the building as usual.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2.
Now starting off this round, he might still be hurt.
Whoa! He's got him hurt here.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, he tapped him. The left hook hits home. Unbelievable.
That's it. He's out.
He is
out. Wow. What a knockout. Man. Outstanding timing and accuracy for a knockout victory.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight.
Check out this angle here. Crank right on the jaw.
And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 42 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Chuck Liddell.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joey. Gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight. And he has set himself up for a huge fight now, moving forward inside the octagon. All right, straight ahead, it's a light heavyweight matchup between Robbie Lawler and Jon Jones. A man with all the skills and the accolades to show for it, the future Hall of Famer and former UFC light heavyweight champion, Johnny Bones Jones. No fighter, no champion in UFC history has had a more difficult strength of schedule. Jon Jones dominant every step of the way. His future undeniably is in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Jon Jones has been incredibly successful against some of the very best fighters on the planet Earth. He is an immense talent.
So here is the inimitable, ruthless Robbie Lawler. They just don't make fighters like this anymore. The former UFC welterweight champion becoming the first member of American Top Team to be belted with a UFC title.
This guy has ruthless one-punch knockout power. You can't teach it, but when a fighter has it, it's a huge advantage.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Jones is 30, Lawler is 35. Jones will have a 10-inch reach advantage. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds of the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jon Bones Jones! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 12 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, ruthless Robbie Lawler! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
Ready? You ready?
Well, this is a venue as long on MMA history as any in the world. The Saitama Super Arena in Tokyo, Japan. Good to have you with us for a night of live UFC action. So the former UFC light heavyweight champion Jon Jones immediately taking the center of the octagon here. When you have as many weapons and tools in your arsenal as Jon Jones, you can go in a lot of different directions, but prevailing wisdom coming into this one, he has the reach advantage. We will see if he can exploit it here early. Oh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Johnny Bones. Joe, how does he approach this particular challenge tonight?
Jon Jones is unorthodox, he's creative, and he is very spontaneous with the weapons that he chooses to unleash inside the octagon. Started off his title-winning fight against Mauricio Shogun Rua with a flying knee. shows you how creative it is, and it shows you how confident he is in his knee strikes. They could play a big factor in this fight.
Oh, how about the multiple strikes landing here? That is a serious offensive barrage.
He's in big, big trouble. Vicious attack by Lawler. Nice leg kick.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Level change there.
And they clinch again.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round.
He's got the plum here. And from here, transitions to the Muay Thai clinch.
Oh, nice punch from the clinch by Jones. Goes to the body there. Jones gets the Thai clinch here. This is a very good spot for him, Joe. He keeps finding a home for that shot. Oh, that hook has been there all night. There's another one by Lawler.
Tying up in the clinch here.
And yet another hook landed there by Lawler. Oh, nice shot there on the inside. Good body work with that hook by Lawler. Watch the shot here, Joe. And follows up with another one. And now he's got that Thai clinch.
Jon Jones is punishing the body here.
Absolutely, Joe. That knee might have landed there.
He transitions to the Thai clinch.
Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Fancy stuff, right? Now what do we do? Mountain scene change. Okay, let's see some Ali, let's see some basic combos. He's starting to time your elbow.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. Some really well-placed strikes on display in that round.
Carly Baker in the building tonight. Thank you very much.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with round two.
Look for him to go on the attack early in this round to try to pick up where he left off in the last round. His opponent was dazed and in big trouble when that round ended. Jon Jones has fantastic wrestling, fantastic use of space, and oh, he flipped it! He got it!
As he looks to improve position here. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch.
In half guard now. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy.
That landed. Oh, he connects again with the hook there. He did a lot of damage with it in the previous round. If it's not broken, you know how the saying goes.
North-south.
Man, look at the redness starting to appear on the left side of his body. His opponent would be wise to continue to attack there.
He's moved back to north-south.
Oh, pretty good work here from the bottom, Joe, as he tags him with that punch.
He's back to side control. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. Nice punch to the body.
Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. Lawler gets caught by the inside leg. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Jones. How about that shin? 90 seconds to go.
Jon Jones continuing to attack the body. That one hurt.
Less than a minute now to go in round 2. Oh, effective strike there by Jones.
Nice knee to the body.
Oh, good job defensively to block the strike there by Jones.
Oh! He's cold. He threw an incredibly large volume of strikes, but this last one was the big one that landed for the knockout.
Yeah, Joe, I'm not sure if that's the way he drew it up, but a huge result for him here tonight as he gets the win by way of knockout, and that's about as good a one-strike finish as we've seen here in the UFC in recent memory. I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, so a big, big win for him here tonight.
Let's see if we can get a better look at that from another angle. And let's see that again. I mean, just stiff.
Let's go to Bruce Buffer inside the octagon with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
All right, so another big win here for the former UFC welterweight champion Robbie Lawler. He's on the other side of 35 years old. This is a pro career that dates to 2001. So a lot of people wonder, Joe, if Robbie Lawler could come out here tonight and return to that ruthless form that at one point saw him realize a UFC welterweight title. Well, ruthless Robbie Lawler is back. A big win for him here tonight.
Grant Jackson Franklin, got it.
DJ Khaled. It is a light heavyweight matchup between Sugar Rashad Evans and Ronaldo Souza. So here is the ex-gym product, Ronaldo Jacare Souza, a guy who many believe right now at present is the best middleweight in the world. For much of his UFC career, he has been on the brink of a UFC title shot. Perhaps there is one coming down the pipe, but you can be sure when it does, Jacare Souza will likely be favored by odds makers to win that UFC middleweight championship.
This guy is a world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist. His chokes, his arm bars, his leg locks, everything is world-class. And if the fight goes to the ground, he will have a distinct advantage.
So here is the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Sugar Rashad Evans. Graduated from Michigan State University, where he was an All-American. Also a JUCO national champion at Niagara Community College. Fell in love with his hands in the UFC, and it certainly worked out for him. Knocked out Forrest Griffin at UFC 92 to win that aforementioned UFC light heavyweight title. Pick your poison with Sugar Rashad. He'll take you down. Outstanding speed on the hands. You gotta look out for that left hook.
Sugar Rashad came into the UFC mainly as a wrestler, but he's developed his boxing skills. He's got an extremely impressive win record, and almost all of it was earned against the top light heavyweights in the sport.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 25 wins, 6 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Ronaldo Jacare Souza. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Sugar Rashad Evans! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go. With no fewer than 14 career wins by submission, Jacare Souza back in another big spot here tonight. Here's a man considered by many to be the best pure grappler in the UFC today. His jiu-jitsu has functioned absolutely beautiful. Takes the back, now going for the rear naked choke.
That's a deep choke.
Getting tighter. And there is the tap, another submission victory.
Great job, didn't waste any time, took this fight to the ground and got the early submission.
Well, yeah, Joe, that was fun while it lasted. He told us he wanted to be at his most efficient here tonight. He certainly didn't waste a lot of time. He knew he wanted to get the fight to the ground. He gets the early takedown, and the submission follows shortly thereafter.
And here we can see it again. Cuts off the blood supply, and you could see the fighter go limp. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight, Joe Rogan, as he gets the win by way of submission. Certainly one of the bigger wins of his career, and as big a statement as he could have made here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to this contest at 47 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out, Jacare Souza.
All right, so congratulations to the longtime ex-gym product, Jacare Souza, world-class Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills. And that wasn't all that was on display here tonight. He showed you the strides he has made with his striking as well. Such a strong middleweight, and certainly proved as much here tonight as he gets another big W. Coming up next, it's a light heavyweight matchup between the Huntington Beach bad boy, Tito Ortiz, and Damian Maia. The submission magician Damian Maia, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and to this day still one of the best BJJ black belts to ever cross into mixed martial arts. Damian Maia, perennial welterweight contender, has his eyes on the prize. We'll see if he gets that UFC title shot.
Damian Maia is one of the premier submission specialists on the planet. He holds virtually every grappling title a person can hold, and if this fight goes to the ground, look for him to end it quickly and with beautiful technique.
All right, so here's the former UFC light heavyweight champion and future UFC Hall of Famer Tito Ortiz. At one point, he successfully defended this 205-pound belt 5 successive times. Now for Tito Ortiz, let's see what is left. You know the challenges are going to be big names, legends of the sport. Let's see how it goes for Tito Ortiz in another big spot here tonight.
Tito Ortiz combined excellent wrestling, ridiculous cardio, and a ruthless ground and pound game to make him one of the true legends in the world of mixed martial arts.
Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and reach. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 25 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Damian Maia! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, USA, Tito Ortiz! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
And we are underway. Well, he may be the best pure grappler in the UFC today with respect to guys like Jacare Souza. His jiu-jitsu has translated beautifully to mixed martial arts. And as such, Damian Maia has vaulted into UFC welterweight title contention. Joe, be interested to see how he approaches this challenge tonight. Oh, beautiful jab there by Maia. Tito gets the double leg takedown. Joe, what are you looking for out of him here in the early going?
Damian Maia has some outstanding takedowns. Look for them to be a big factor in this fight if he can execute them. Nice left hand. Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. And a hammer fist.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch.
Looks like he's going for a submission. He's going for it. Traps the arm, throws his leg over the top. This could be it.
And this might just be a matter of time.
Incredible!
And there it is!
Just absolutely incredible. Great job in getting this fight to the ground quickly and getting an early submission.
Yeah, so how about that, Joe? We can barely tell people what color the trunks are on these fighters, and we get the submission win. So not a lot of wasted time. He got the takedown early, and the submission came soon thereafter. Great effort, great technique here tonight.
And let's look at it from a different angle. Reverse triangle, perfectly executed for the submission victory. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a reverse triangle, Damian Maia!
All right, so congratulations to the Brazilian Damian Maia. His name is littered across the UFC record books, and he adds to that win total here tonight in dominant fashion. This is a guy who is just very exhausting to fight, and even though the opposition appeared to do their homework here tonight, it was not enough. Damian Maia remains one of the best welterweights in the world.
I wasn't made the job. I'm on ships, rolling coast of brook. I'm what's major now. Stop, boy. I got hot rods. It could get gangster now. Bang, blow your brains out. See what you thinking about. By associates, I've been scarred. Fought and lost, went to war. Drop me off around the corner. Just let it run, lead a car. Get up the road and turn. This what I thought. From Bossier City, took your little grocery and you ain't fault. They love the way I talk. My swag, I'm not regular. The fans going mad and my band's on a pedestal. Women in the stands, babe, don't let me get the best of you. Front stage, Michael Jackson bad. I'm professional. Solo out in public, but I ain't up for no questioning. Play, I might apply a little pressure, but ain't no wrestling. Sexually aggressive when my bitches be undressing. Babe, we gon' be late again, but there's just Kevin. Up there. Up there. Up there. Up there. Up there.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision. Well, if you want to tell me that this particular fighter is on the wrong end of the power equation, I'll give you that. But few guys can match his speed and his footwork. Prevailing wisdom is he'll try to fight on the outside tonight, stick and move a little bit. Exceptionally quick on his feet, sets up angles beautifully, manages distance as good as anybody on the roster, knows how to set up his attacks, knows how to stay of his opponent's range. Figures to be a big part of the strategy tonight, given the power that's coming back.
Chuck Liddell will go down in history of one of the greatest fighters in the history of the UFC. The UFC light heavyweight champion during his reign was one of the most feared fighters in the sport, with devastating knockout victories of the elite of his era.
So you know what this fighter can do offensively, but defensively, I'll be surprised if he gets put on his back tonight. The takedown defense really jumps off the film. Great balance, a solid base, as quick a sprawl as anybody in this division. And a lot of fighters offensively waste a lot of energy trying to bring this fighter down. May want to try to beat him on the feet, because if you're going to employ the takedown, more often than not, this guy will sprawl and stuff your shot.
This guy has outstanding defense, and having that type of skill, knowing that you can protect yourself and yet still land devastating blows of your own, it is a distinct advantage.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. So 2 years, the gap in age, and they both possess a similar height and reach. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 18 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Luis Obispo, California. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a member of the UFC Hall of Fame and the former UFC light heavyweight champion, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the boxer holding a professional record of 21 wins, 10 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Irvine, California, Quinton Rampage Jackson. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Well, no better way to pay homage to the history of pride and the UFC with this single night UFC Grand Prix tournament. Some of the best fighters in the world have come out. Let's see who will be the last fighter standing here tonight. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Oh, beautiful lead right hand.
Liddell's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. The Iceman gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally.
Welcome to the jungle.
Nice jab, follows up with a nice right hand. Well, it took him a little bit.
Whoa! He's in big trouble.
Oh! Oh, he might be out. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Oh, he got clipped there. He got hurt.
Big
Beautiful
body
shot there, too. Oh! Oh, that head kick landed.
How about that shin? Well, Joe, you got to fault the strategy here. I'm not saying he bet on the opponent. Oh! Huge right hand!
He's definitely hurt.
Oh, big right hand there.
There's a nice inside leg kick.
Oh! Huge shot there, lands flush.
Tagged him.
Ooh, blocks the shot.
You gotta be careful when you throw the same technique over and over and over again. Misses a huge hook to the head.
Right lands there, Joe.
Oh! Armbar, armbar. Throws the leg over the face. Now he's gonna extend his body. He's gonna extend the body. It's very close here. Any second now, he might have to tap that. Strength and technique. Perfect technique. Excellent technique here. Got the arm bar and got the tap.
Yeah, that is some high-level Brazilian jiu-jitsu right there. Just the way he transitioned to secure the arm up against his body and ultimately force the tap. High-level stuff out of that young man here tonight.
And here's the end. And one more time from this angle, we can see that arm bar locked in tight for the tap. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 45 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Quinton Rampage Jackson!
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and how good was that? I mean, you talk about maximizing a UFC showcase, and that's a great example of doing just that. You see him sharing a moment here with his coaches, his training partners, and you can be sure that with the hard work done and the hay in the barn, that these guys are going to be celebrating deep into the night after a submission win like this. All right, coming up next, it's a light heavyweight matchup between Wanderlei Silva and Robbie Lawler. So here is the former UFC welterweight champion, ruthless Robbie Lawler. For a while, plied his trade in the middleweight division. When he transitioned to the UFC, went on to become the UFC welterweight champion. This man has power, a chin, a heart. You can see why he has appealed to the hardcore fans for so many years.
This guy's one of the toughest guys we've ever seen compete in the octagon. His ability to overcome adversity, to absorb punishment, and then come back to deliver his own is a really amazing thing to watch.
All right, so here he is, the axe murderer, the Brazilian brawler, Wanderlei Silva. So many young fighters have patented their style off of Wanderlei's style. The consummate crowd pleaser, the consummate fighter's fighter, and really no man under that pride banner accomplished as much as Wanderlei Silva did in his prime. Now let's see how much is left in the tank. You know Wanderlei's going to press forward. Let's see if he can find a home for those power shots here tonight.
Wanderlei Silva is the former Pride middleweight champion and one of the greatest fighters to ever come out of Brazil. His aggression is second to none, and his highlight reel is a true thing of violent beauty.
Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Well, at least on paper, what an even matchup here. Everything between these two fighters is nearly identical coming in here tonight. All right, just about ready to go here now for the particulars. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, flying out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 28 wins, 12 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Ruthless Robbie. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 33 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, the ex-murderer, And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
Are you ready?
All right, so this UFC Grand Prix tournament is coming up next. This format has been all the rage with a lot of the hardcore mixed martial arts fans.
Oh, look at this. Who saw that coming? Oh, he nailed him. He's clearly hurt.
Unbelievable.
That's it. That's it.
Do you believe it?
Beautiful KO for the victory early in the first.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
Take a look at this from a different angle. Bam! Lights out.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the huge knockout victory. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year. All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 35 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ruthless Robbie.
So congratulations are in order to the former UFC welterweight champion, Ruthless Robbie Lawler, still getting it done now, north of 35 years old. He took an extended break from the sport several years ago, and that appears to have paid dividends. Let's not forget, this is a pro career that dates to 2001, and here, 2 decades later, Ruthless Robbie Lawler still getting it done in the big show. Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division encounter. Well, you know, this fighter, as he makes the walk tonight, is going to be looking to lean on the speed and the footwork in this particular matchup. Got to keep the hands high, right? You got to stick and move and get the head off the center line, given the power that's coming back. But I'm just not sure that the opponent can match the quickness. Exceptionally fast on the feet, very good at using angles to set up his offensive attacks, and very sound defensively as well. So has the reach advantage, figures to be able to use it here tonight. This is one slick striker with which to contend.
This guy is taking shots to the jaw that would put many fighters unconscious and pressed forward as if nothing happened. His chin is legendary.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, BJJ world champion, former UFC middleweight title challenger. Here is the welterweight contender, Demian Maia. You know what's coming, and you just can't stop it. One of the best grapplers in UFC history, Demian Maia, increasingly putting it all together and chasing down that UFC welterweight goal.
When it comes to pure jiu-jitsu skills, there's no one better than Demian Maia. He can end a fight in seconds as soon as it goes to the ground. And his opponents know this, so he's been working diligently to improve his wrestling and his striking game.
our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. 4 years apart, with the same height and some differences in reach. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 21 wins, 10 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Irvine, California, Quinton Jackson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Damian Maia! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our third man in the octagon.
First round, you ready? You ready?
Well, how good is this? Reminds me of the good old days of Pride, the UFC Grand Prix single night tournament. This has been highly anticipated by fight fans around the world. And remember, if you sustain damage, that could affect you later on in this one-night tournament.
Damian's in trouble.
Big body shot. How about that chin?
Big straight punch.
Punch coming, it's blocked.
He caught the kick.
Oh, a nice straight punch there to his opponent, and he lands it just after catching the leg. So clearly, he is starting to find his timing, not just offensively, but defensively as well. Very good read there. While you're playing with fire there, he left the body wide open there, and he has shown an increased vulnerability to that strike, Joe, by leaning in, almost moving into the strike to set up his own offense. We'll see if he lowers that guard, lowers those elbows to prevent further damage.
Excellent takedown defense. When you let a guy get double underhooks on you, it's a very bad situation. Looking for a triangle, throws one leg over the shoulder. It looks like he's got that triangle locked up tight. Throw that leg down. Can he get it? Outstanding! Use excellent technique in getting that choke for the victory.
Well, yeah, so the work in the gym pays off here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Gorgeous setup on the choke, and I think even better execution down the stretch. Clearly it was sunk in deep. His opponent had no choice but to tap or take a nap. In this case, he chose to tap out.
And one more time, beautiful technique here on this triangle for the victory. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight. Bruce Buffer now
Ladies
with
and gentlemen,
the official
referee Mario
decision.
Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 32 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a triangle choke, Damian Maia!
All right, so another big win for the UFC welterweight champion, Damian Maia. Fighting that guy in any building, any venue in the world, it just makes for an absolutely suffocating night at the office. And Maia was at his suffocating best here tonight as he retains his UFC welterweight championship. And coming up next, it's a light heavyweight matchup between Jacare Souza and Robbie Lawler. Well, they just don't make fighters like this anymore. Here is the former UFC welterweight champion, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. First UFC champion from American Top Team, still going strong in the UFC. Has such a crowd-pleasing style. It's no wonder why his fan base has continued to swell over the last several years.
This guy has devastating one-punch knockout power, amongst the very best in the world at delivering a single blow to end the fight.
So here's the former Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, Ronaldo Jacare Souza. You know, we trot out the term world class when it comes to Jiu-Jitsu a lot in MMA, and maybe more than we should. Jacare Souza is world class personified. Still chasing down that UFC middleweight title. Perhaps tonight will be his night.
This guy has world-class choking techniques in all varieties, be it guillotine, choke, rear naked, Darce, anaconda. If this guy gets a hold of your neck, you've got problems.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. The American is 35. The Brazilian is 38. He is 2 inches taller. Lawler will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 28 wins, 12 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, Ruthless Robbie Lawler! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 25 wins, 6 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Ronaldo Jacare Souza! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, so much mixed martial arts history has been made within these very walls. We're always thrilled to come back. Great to have you with us as we broadcast live from Saitama Super Arena here in Japan. All right, so here's the near 40-fight veteran, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. You know about the power, you know about the hand speed, but don't sleep on the takedown defense. This is a very difficult guy to get to the canvas, and more often than not, that is the approach of Lawler's opponents. We'll see how it goes here early.
Powerful
is there, Joe. Oh! We got a fight, folks.
Powerful left hand. Nice takedown.
Lawler's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Oh, going for the armbar now. That might be tight.
He's got that arm locked. Throw the leg over the face. Break the grip. That's it.
And there it is.
Great job in establishing that submission.
Yeah, so a quick night at the office for him here tonight. He told us he wanted to be efficient. He didn't want to waste a lot of time. He felt his opponent knew the takedown attempts would be coming, and he got the fight to the ground relatively easily, and his submission skills then took over. Big, big result for him early in round 1 tonight.
And one more time from this angle, we can see that armbar locked in tight for the tap. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar,
So congratulations are certainly in order to that man, Ronaldo Jacare Souza, 5-time Jiu-Jitsu world champion, but really needed to lean on all of his MMA skills here tonight. The striking was on point, his grappling was sharp as it's ever been, and perhaps this win is enough to earn Jacare Souza a crack at that UFC middleweight title. All right, coming up next, it's a light heavyweight championship fight between Ronaldo Souza and Demian Maia. As devastating a grappler as we have seen in the UFC, you fight Demian Maia, it makes for a most suffocating night at the office. Here is the former UFC middleweight title challenger and welterweight contender, Demian Maia, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion and one of the most talented Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts to ever step foot inside this octagon.
As he steps towards his cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight.
So here he is, the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, looking to walk out the same way he is walking in tonight as the undisputed reigning defending champion. No doubt this man walks in as the best 205-pounder in the world. He proved it when he won the belt, proved it when he has defended it since. Now the question is, as the challenges get stiffer, Joe, is he still the best in the world? A lot of people think he is. We'll get our answer in short order.
The champion headed to the cage right now is in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Maia is 2 years his senior. The rest of the numbers are nearly identical. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Saitama Super Arena in Tokyo, Japan. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Demian Maia.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because it's about to go down right now.
Well, the UFC live events keep on coming. We are underway from the world-famous Saitama Super Arena in Tokyo, Japan. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Souza.
Caught him with a punch.
Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Maia. Strong takedown defense here, Joe. Single leg attempt does not materialize.
Excellent movement here on the ground. And let's see if he can elevate Damian and get his hips up. Hip escape. And he's out of the full mount. Nicely done.
Well, you don't want to spend too much time fighting off of your back, Joe, but pretty good work here from the bottom by Maia. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Just over 3 minutes to go. Maia's lower jaw now, Joe.
Showing good defense here, controlling that arm, keeping him from hitting him. Mounts again. He's posturing up here. Reversal and into full guard. In half guard now. He lands a huge elbow to the head. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Now he's on top in half guard. And he's trying to pass. And he winds up on top.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Excellent movement here on the ground.
Just ate a left hand from Maia. 1 minute to go.
Oh, hammer fist, that one landed. Very nice sweep, winds up in his opponent's guard. He establishes back control. He's trying to pass here. Excellent sweep, winds up in guard. Of the ground game, but neither guy seemed willing to take a chance when it went there, which makes for a very stale, very unexciting matchup. And that's what started everything off, that beautiful jab. And here's another punch that sneaks through. And here's another perfectly placed punch. Incredible highlights in that round.
The beautiful Jenny Andrade getting us going.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round 2. Lands a strike there.
Good defense there.
In on a single here.
All of those are blocked.
Oh, that punch will count. Landed flush. Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel.
Jacare gets the takedown. The way he passes the guard is just a thing of beauty. He's putting himself in a position to isolate an arm. Turns the hips. He's going to sit back. Throw the leg over the face. Break the grip.
And that will do it.
excellent job in setting up the armbar and getting the tap.
Yeah, Joe, I would agree. High-level stuff, the way he worked there to isolate the arm, secure it, and ultimately force the tap. The armbar finish comes here in this round. Hard to do it much prettier than he did just there.
And here's the end of the fight. And one more time from this angle, we can see that armbar locked in tight for the tap. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
And there is our UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, all smiles tonight, and rightfully so after getting it done by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 22 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world,
Well, he came into this fight as the unquestioned best at 205 pounds, and he only adds to that legacy here tonight. He leaves the UFC light heavyweight champion by virtue of that submission victory here tonight over the top contender in this division. Made it look relatively easy, and as such, gets to celebrate another big win with his corner, another highlight for the reel for the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world.